Yes, I'm aware that the trailers make it look like a Michael Bay movie, but it's not Michael Bay, so let them fight. Hello YouTube, Ash here. Welcome to another episode of Special Talks. Today I'm doing a movie review and I will be reviewing Godzilla, King of Monsters. So this, of course, is the sequel to the 2014 Godzilla movie. It's also the third film in the Monsterverse, which is sort of like the MCU of these giant monsters. You had Godzilla, you had Kong, Skull Island, and now you've got Godzilla, King of Monsters, and next year we should have Kong versus Godzilla. So is this a knockout or is it a knockback? Does that make sense? I don't know, but let's get into it. So the plot of the film, more titans are awakening and now it's up to Godzilla to put them back in their place. Among these titans is King Ghidorah, Goran, Goku, King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon thingy, who might even be a match for Godzilla. Now they must face off to see who's the ultimate alpha. And that's the plot. Going into this film, I noticed that there was a lot of criticism about it. Now, after watching the film, I think the criticism is a bit harsh. Also, I've noticed that most of the bad criticism comes from these proper critics. And I'm kinda struggling to see what they really hated about the film, because you have to have the right mindset for this film. This is a film about monsters fighting each other. Now, if you want to go into it and expect more, you're going to be disappointed. If you look at Godzilla films of the past, it's always been Godzilla against other monsters. So I really felt that in King of Monsters, they did it well. And I really think the critics are being too harsh on it. And I think they might have been expecting something completely different. Now, one of the main things you want when you go into one of these giant monster films is you want the special effects to be good. Now, I'm happy to report that here they were better than good. They were really brilliant, and everything, even the cinematography. When you see the three-headed dragon flying through a cloud of electricity, it looks so beautiful. And when you see Godzilla like rising out of the sea, again, beautiful. Now, other films you might get away with bad special effects because you will focus on the storyline, but here the storyline is about the monsters fighting each other. So yeah, it had to be good and the special effects were good. Another thing I liked was the look of the monsters, from Mothra to the three-headed dragon to the winged demon bird, I've got no idea the names, to Godzilla himself. All of the monsters looked fantastic, and I'm sure that old school Godzilla fans are really gonna enjoy seeing these new take and these new advanced special effects on characters that they love. So yeah, props to them for that. And overall, I did enjoy the human characters. Now, I know some of them were a bit too cliche, but some of them were really enjoyable, and overall they didn't annoy me. Now, I have to admit, in the last Godzilla film, I thought it focused way too much on the human characters. Now, in this film, it focuses more on the Titans and the Titan battles and the mythology about the Titans. Now, for me, that's what I wanted to see. That's why I want to watch a film about Godzilla, and not about the people surrounding Godzilla. And even when the film took time out from the monsters to focus on the humans, I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored. I liked their plots and their subplots. So yeah, that's a plus point, that it didn't annoy me. Obviously, I'm happy that we had more time on the Titans than the humans, but even their time, it was okay. I briefly mentioned it before, I really liked the lore that they built in this film. I won't go into spoilers, but there's lots more mentioned about the kaiju, about these titans, and I liked it. There's one scene which is underwater, which I'm not going to spoil. I was really interested and I was really amazed, and like, I want to know more about this world, and I wish, even though they did mention a lot more of the lore in this film, I wish they would have went in more detail. As to what I didn't like in the film, well, some of the action scenes and some of the fights between the titans, I felt they weren't really filmed that well. I felt they were filmed from the Michael Bay school of action shooting, because, you know, you have the titans fighting, then you snap to the humans running, then you snap to the titans fighting, then you snap to the humans, you know, the titans fighting, then it snaps to a different area, then it snaps to a different area, you know. It's sort of that jeering look where you can't really tell what's going on, and yeah, you want to see the Titans fight, you want to see them more. Although I will say this is not as bad as Transformers, as there are quite a few wide shots and far shots where you can see what's going on, especially when they're firing lasers or charging at each other. It's just when they go in closer and, you know, the real fights where they do this sort of style, which was annoying because you want to see more of the Titans fighting each other. And honestly, if I have to be super critical, I will say that the plot is very tin. Now again, as I said, you don't go into a Godzilla movie expecting a world-class plot. You just go in it to watch two monsters fight each other and you should be happy. But for those people who really want a proper plot and, you know, in-depth plot, you're gonna be disappointed, because this is just monsters fighting each other. So yeah, but that's enjoyable for me, but for other people might not be. So before I give you my final rating, let me know in the comments down below, have you seen Godzilla King of Monsters and what did you think? And also, what is your theory on why King Kong is gonna fight Godzilla next? Because we know that's the next film, and yeah, why suddenly is Kong gonna fight Godzilla? Let's have your thoughts down below. So in conclusion, I will give this film a 3.5 out of a 5. I enjoyed the film for what it was, which is a monster versus monster movie. I like that they expanded on the lore, although I wanted a bit more of the lore, and I didn't mind the human characters in this, and I'm really happy that they focused more on the monsters. Despite the action scenes being hard to understand at times, I still think it's definitely worth checking out in the cinema, especially if you're a Godzilla fan. So that's it. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I've been Ash. If you did like it, hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, like what you've seen, I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, top 10s, all that. So consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye.